Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Glowing Card Gaming. Week 9, picking against the spread. As always, I kind of do these videos back to back so I can get them out there. The Week 8 reveal is currently uploading, so that should be out there soon enough. And we'll follow it up with these. Yeah, the picking has not been the easiest here. See, like this first game, there's no way this is right. There's no way. I'm sorry. There's no way the Houston Texans are 2-point underdogs. I just can't believe it. There's no way, right? There's no way the Jets win this, right? I'm all doubting because of last week there were so many upsets. Teams that should not have won, much less, you know, covered the spread. They were like 9-point underdogs or whatever it was, and they come back and they actually just win it. And there was quite a few games like that. So I don't know what happened last week. We'll call that an aberration. I still win 8-8 on the week. So here we go, right into week 9. And as you can tell, I just can't believe they have the Houston Texans as 2-point underdogs. I have to take the Houston Texans. There's just no other way I think I can do that, right? Oh man. Um so moving down the list here, I I have to pick against some of these, even though it's 8 points. The Bengals are starting to turn it around. The Raiders actually give the Chiefs a fit, but again, I don't believe the Chiefs are really 6-0 or 7-0 or whatever they're at. 8-0. I just don't believe it. 7-0. They had a bye week. I'm going with the Bengals -8 here. They are going to be better than the Raiders, and they're at home, so they should do it. Commanders have proven themselves. The Giants were weak week last week. WEEK. We're all on the same page. All right. Uh, they weren't very strong last week. How about that? Make it a little easier to understand there. Um, Working on my communication. All right. So now we'll go on down here. Let me see here. Oh, you can see that if I move it all the way up. My picture's way off on the side. Let's keep going here. And we have the Cowboys and the Falcons. I've got to go with the Falcons even after last week. I just, I don't know. I don't. I initially thought the Cowboys were going to at least make the playoffs, if not be somewhat of a contender for a deep run. But and by deep run I mean like the NFC Championship at most. I didn't think they were a Super Bowl team, but at least a 10-win team, and now it's not looking great for them. So I'm going to go with the Falcons, who are looking better. The Ravens, Broncos, 9-point underdogs. Bo Nix looked like an NFL quarterback. He was not the reason why the Broncos had problems last week. Um, and by problems, I mean they whooped up on them. And, you know, I get there were 2 or 3 turnovers by the Broncos, but I think, and not sure, that's why you play the game, right? You never know what's going to happen. The Ravens could turn it over 5 times. This could be a rout by the Broncos. You just, you never quite know, right? You never fully know. That being said, I understand that it's a buzzsaw and that the Broncos are going to have a hard schedule the next 2 weeks at the Baltimore Ravens and at Kansas City. I think they win versus Kansas City, especially if they improve. We'll see this week if they actually win outright, but I think this is going to be a really close game. I don't think this is a gimme for the Ravens like the points are showing. I'm going to take the Broncos +9. I don't think the Broncos win, but I mean, they probably lose by 7 or less is what I would say. So we'll see if that comes true or not. Last week, Patriots beat the Jets, which I meant to say this in the other video. My friend from New York, who had a very difficult week, it was said on one of the shows on ESPN that Jets really stands for just end the season. And I kind of feel that way about them now. And it's kind of slightly the opposite for New England. They aren't. I mean, they beat the Jets, and the Jets, they're I think they're favored against one of the other teams we just picked, and I can't believe it. They have the Jets stronger. I don't see how they have the Patriots weaker. I'm going to go for an upset right here and go Patriots. Tennessee just not good. They are not good. The Bills here, I think this is an easy call. The Bills over the Miami Dolphins. It's about right. 7, I think, is good. This is a toss-up. These are probably the two worst teams in the NFL. But I watched both of these teams over the last 2 weeks because they both played the Denver Broncos. I know which team played the Denver Broncos stronger. It was the Carolina Panthers, and it showed. I'm going to go the Panthers +7 on this one. Now, again, they may have it right. I'm not going to discount Vegas outright. I don't know why sometimes they have the point spreads that they have, though. Maybe there's some injuries I don't know about, that kind of thing. But overall, I'm going with what I know. The Saints have a ton of injuries, ton of them. And they are playing like complete garbage right now. So, I'm going to say the Panthers +7, right? Yeah, let's keep going. Let's just do it. Let's reveal. Is this the rest of them? No, not quite. Can't quite. I hate it when it does that. I don't think I've been on for 30 minutes. That's a weird pop-up. The video is showing for 8.5 minutes here. But we have the Chargers and we have the Browns. The Browns seemed to turn around last week. The Chargers don't seem to me as strong of a team as I thought they were. Do I pick the Browns here? I think I do. I think this is an upset. I don't know. I'm just going to go for the Browns just based on the last week or two. The little fluctuations there. It's kind of harder to tell or see that. The next game, this is actually fairly easy. I'm going to go with the Eagles over the Jags. I mean, you can tell who the haves and have-nots are and when they're playing each other. And these games right here should be big spreads and probably bigger than they're giving. They've been blowouts, 20-plus point wins for these teams when they meet up. This one may not be quite as much. This might only be 14 or 17 points, but the Eagles are going to win this one. They're probably going to do it by more than the 7.5 points that you're seeing on your screen. So we have the Bears and the Arizona Cardinals, and I've been high on the Cardinals here and there, but the Bears are the better team. Flat out, they're just the better team. I think they'll just take it and they'll win. And that's kind of the same philosophy. I'm going to go with the next one. The Lions are just better. They do have 3.5. I think that's pretty accurate because they're playing a really good Packers team. So it's tough. It's really tough to see or say if it's really going to happen. But, well, we'll see. So, yeah. The Lions, I think the Lions are just that much better. I think this might be even a 10-point win. So, again, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? We have the remaining games right here. Rams, Seahawks, Colts, Vikings, and Bucks, Chiefs. Well, the Chiefs are not going to go undefeated this season. They are going to take a loss. Just depends on when and where. I think the Bucks are actually better than their 4-4 record, and they are starting to turn the season around and win some games. The Chiefs may still win this. They get a little help from the third team, if you know what I'm saying, and everyone knows it. So I think the Chiefs probably win with a little help from their friends. They get by with a little help from their friends. They try a little bit with some help. You know how that song goes. Anyway, let's go ahead and pick this one. I think the Chiefs win, but by 8.5, no. Nope, they had problems with the Raiders. They only beat the Raiders by 7. I think it's the same or even closer here. Chiefs only win by 7 or less, 3 probably. So I kind of went out of order, but I'm okay with that. Vikings are going to crush the Colts. 6 is not enough. You go 10 or 15 on that one. I don't think there'd be a problem with that. This is another coin toss. The Rams, Seahawks. Man, that's a tougher one. Let's go with the favorite this time. I've been picking the underdogs and not been doing too well, so we're going to go with the Rams on that. And that are the 15 games. This is the Monday night. These are the regular season, all on November 3rd. And here we are on the Thursday night game for Houston and the Jets. And that's all the news that's fit to pick this week in the NFL. Thank you for joining me on Glowing Card Gaming, and be sure to like and subscribe, especially subscribe, and share it out so everybody knows and can also enjoy these videos. As always, be good to each other, and I'll see you next time.